a pair of water shoes, and I'm bringing sandals. My Olakais are great. You don't need to bring sandals, but they're light. They're slip-ons. I like having something at camp when my feet are tired and I don't want them in my hiking shoes. I'm even thinking for Washington, I may want just sandals as opposed to hikers, depending on what we're doing for that particular day. So that's just, again, a personal preference. And I know that I have space and I have room. I'll talk about packs later. So I'm bringing those shoes and my hikers. They recommend 2 towels. Not a bad thing, just lightweight towels. And the reason for 2 of them, and I always pack 2 whenever I'm at a long camp. One is for the shower and one is for beach or water activities. One might get dirty and scuzzy depending on if you're sitting on it and stuff, and one I like to keep clean so that I'm using it when I'm showering. So 2 towels, pretty small. I'm gonna go next to clothing. So people are packed differently. Some people like to pack a set of clothes for each day individually. I like to have my stuff separated based on tops, pants, and sweaters. So the kit recommends 4 to 5 sets of clothes. When you think about it, we're gonna be gone for almost 2 weeks. There's absolutely no way you're gonna pack enough clothes for each of those days. So the reality is we're all gonna have to do laundry while we're at camp. So you really don't need too many things. You need a few things that you're gonna be able to wash. And you definitely want a few things, especially if they get wet. So I probably overpacked, but I packed this earlier, and I know that from a weight perspective, from a size perspective, I'm okay with what I packed. And I'm still a little undecided as to what I want to bring. And also, I'm thinking we have 2 trips. We've got Washington, where for the most part we'll be in our uniforms, but at the same time, if we did want to wear something different, we have an alternative. So these are my t-shirts. They're all lightweight. They're giving us a polo and 2 t-shirts. So automatically, you're gonna have 3 t-shirts in your kit. You're gonna wear your uniform, whether you're flying or at least if you're driving the day that you arrive. It's nice to be in uniform. I've got 3 uniform tops from Scouts Canada, but I also packed a tank top just in case I'm super hot. I packed a white t-shirt because white t-shirts go with everything. And then I actually packed, for me, I packed like a sports kind of top because maybe I might want to wear something nice in Washington. So those are my tops. Sweaters, again, I'm a cold person. I've got my pajamas. I've got one nice sweater, kind of nice. It's still kind of sporty. And then I have a light merino hoodie, 1 fleece, and actually I've got 2 fleece. One that's a pull-on. It says Canada, I might trade it. And then my fleece from Sweden. So 1 fleece I'm gonna keep in my day pack because I wanna make sure that I'm warm. If you're flying, you might want something for the plane. So those are my sweaters, they're in 1 pile. And then for pants, I'm wearing my pants that I'm gonna arrive in, my tan pants, but I also packed 2 pairs of lightweight pants. You need a second pair of pants. I brought a scout to CJ last year and only packed 1 pair of pants, and we did a 4-day pre-trip. Can you imagine what it looked like in 14 days? It was not, or 11 days, it was not a pretty sight. So at least a second pair of pants to change and wash. Again, I'm bringing a skirt, might want to wear it in Washington, a kind of luxury of something a little nicer. And I have 2 extra pairs of shorts. All of my pants are zip-offs. So really, I'll have 5 pairs of shorts. 1 pair of shorts I tend to wear with my bathing suit. So those are my pants. It's just what I like. In terms of packing them, there's different ways to pack clothes. You can put stuff in dry sacks. You can put things in baggies, or you can even buy these cool cubes that compress your clothes, but still allow for air movement. And I'm going to show you all 3. So this huge stack of sweaters and my pajamas, and people laugh at me because my pajamas are like my merino wool base layers because I get cold at night. My daughter's laughing again because here in the background because I get super cold. So I'm just going to pack that, compress it all in. It's a tight fit, but these work best when things are squished in because you can get a lot of stuff in them. And these square cubes, MEC has them, Mountain Warehouse. I don't know if people know about Mountain Warehouse. It is available online in stores across Canada. And their stuff is very reasonable, and they offer Scouts a 10% discount. So those are all my sweaters. So this is 3 sweaters, pajamas, and another top. For those that like bags, bags are great. So I'm going to show you what I do with my bag. So this is it's just a Columbia long sleeve blouse. That's kind of a little dressy. Don't know why I need dressy, but Scouts Canada polo. My lightweight Roy, my other Scouts Canada. And I'm just rolling them up so they don't get too wrinkles. I would probably do a better job if I wasn't trying time. A tank top goes under my blouse as well, but in case it's really hot. White t-shirts are great. Found that when we went to PJ last time, they even did silk screening and just another t-shirt. Roll it up. I did a messy job. The great thing about Ziploc bags is if you sit on them, you can compress all the air out. So, I don't know if I can do this really well, but I can sit on it. I don't know if you can see me. I'm going to compress all the air out of my baggie. If I had folded these a little better, I probably would have gotten them in a little better too. But there's quite a few tops. Probably more than what I need, but that's okay for now. I actually added when I first packed because I thought, I only weighed in at 30 pounds and I know that I could go a little more. So those are my tops, nicely stuffed in there. My pants, I'm going to show you in a compression sack, a dry bag. I recommend everyone brings one, and it is on the kit list. This works really well as a laundry bag. What I've done in the past when I went to Sweden, you go to the shower, you put in your dirty clothes, you fill it up with water, you put in a little bit of soap, and it can even just be your dish soap even. You close it off, you shake, 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 shake. It becomes a washing machine. Empty up the water, refill it with water, rinse, 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 take out your water, fill it up again, and what you're going to find is you're going to have your clothes nicely washed. You come out of the shower, they're nicely washed. That, or you can wash your clothes probably in a wash bin at the campsite. But I find that for things like my underwear, some of my socks, where I don't want to wash it in the campsite, I'd rather wash it when I'm in the shower. And we do have showers on each of our sub camps. So comes in handy. I'm going to show you putting in my pants. So again, 1 pair of shorts. And again, I probably pack more than most people, but I like to be able to have a choice. Please, if you're a youth, bring more than just the pair of pants that you're wearing, because your scouters will love you for it. And again, lightweight pants. Compression sacks too, they work best if you can get all the air out. And I just twist it closed and then tie it off. So my pants, my tops, my sweaters. In here, I don't have to pull everything out. I've got a small compression bag. The nice thing about these dry sacks or compression bags is when you're in your tent, especially if you're sharing your tent with somebody else, you can put all your dirty stuff in it as well. So in here, don't have to show you all of it, but I have my bathing suit. I actually have kind of a tankini. Looks like a one piece. They do recommend girls that you don't bring bikinis because how active the water sports are. I've got 5 pairs of socks, extra bra, and I've got 7 pairs of underwear because I don't want to have to wash them too much. I can't. So again, same idea. And that's all of my smaller stuff. Other things for my pack, I've got my toiletry kit. They do ask that you bring soap that's biodegradable and camp friendly. I've got my toothbrush, I've got tissues, I've got razors, clippers, floss, comb, even wash for my eyeglasses, everything that you need. And remember, if you're flying, it needs to be in your checked baggage. I also have a few things that will go in my day pack that I'll talk in a little bit. I brought rain pants because there's a chance of storms. I want to be prepared, and yeah, if it's warm enough, it doesn't matter if you get wet, but if it's going to be cool at night, I'm going to be prepared with pants. So I'm going to pack my big bag. I have a few more things for my day bag that I'll talk in a little bit. Oh, for my big bag, I've got a first aid kit. My first aid kit is a little generous in size, but my background is a nurse. And so I want to be prepared, and so my size is probably bigger than what you need. I also have other things that I like to bring with me, some over-the-counter meds, which they don't recommend, but I know that there's just ones that I feel comfortable having on site with me. I've got a buff, because we're getting one in our kit. I've got my sunscreen and my bug protector. I've got my charger. They're giving us a charger. I'm probably going to bring another charger. They recommend a solar panel. I don't have one. Well, we do have one, but it's pretty big. My charger for my phone. I've got a headlamp, but I also have a flashlight for my tent. Going back to toiletries, some lady stuff, because you never know when you're away, and that's a really important thing to have. And I've got a ball cap from when I went to Sweden. But you know what? I don't like ball caps. I'll probably trade the one that I'm getting. And I've got a wide-brimmed hat as well that I'm packing. I've got a rain jacket that we will get a rain jacket for as part of our contingent kit. This was my Royhu one. And so those things will go in my day pack. So let me show you how it's all going to fit. In terms of packs, my pack is pretty old. It's not new. I got it before Tamaracuda in 07, and it's been great. It's gone on so many trips. One of the things that I will tell parents is invest in a good pack. Whether your youth uses it now or whether they use it for years to come, invest in a pack that's going to fit them well and that they're going to be able to use for more than just one trip. Mine's just a 55 liter. I hiked the West Coast Trail carrying gear and food. I've hiked some really long camps, and my 55 is enough. If you go bigger with a pack, you tend to fill it up more. And the more you fill it up, the heavier it is and the harder it is to carry. It's better to have a pack that you're going to be able to manage so that you're going to also be more careful about what you bring. So just kind of be aware when you're looking for backpacks. Again, Mountain Warehouse, I send a lot of my youth there because their packs go on sale. Often if it's a long weekend, packs will go on sale for 20% off, but 10% off with Scouts at any time. I'm going to put my sleeping bag at the bottom. My pack opens up a little bit at the bottom, and I've got extra room here. So I'm going to put in all my little things. I have to sleep with a liner. I get cold. Even with my -6, I know I'm going to be cold. Remember, we're in the mountains. It'll be cool at night. They say that the temperature can drop to below 10 degrees, and so there's a possibility that you could get cold. Remember, not a bad thing to dress appropriately as well as have a good sleeping. If I'm cold, I can't sleep. I actually have hot shots in here if I'm really cold, even though it's going to be summer. So that's my sleeping bag, my pillow, and then I'm going to start loading it. So I'm going to put in my thermarest, my other pillow. Oh, I didn't talk about, they do recommend a camp chair. So I'm not recommending everyone run out and get a Helinox. There's lots of chairs out there. So a lot of people might have just this type of camp chair, which is a folding tripod, fits nicely on the side of your bag where a tent might normally go. But even if you just got a dollar store, $2 tripod, you've got something to sit on, which is really nice to have if you're stuck waiting to get somewhere and you don't want to sit on your sit pad. It gets you off the ground. It might be a great lifesaver in terms of being off the ground. I want comfort, so I'm going to be reclining in my chair back at the campsite. So that's going to go in. I'm going to start putting in my bigger packages of clothes. So my sweaters, my t-shirts, my underwear, my pants. Okay, I'm going to just put this down so it's easier. I'll show it to you when it's packed. My sandals, my 5-finger water shoes, my rain pants, my mess kit, and I probably still have room, but I'm going to close it off. But I know that I still have room if I really needed to put a few more things in there. I've got a top part that's often my first aid kit. So my kit has a removable little pouch. I've got various things in here, kind of my emergency stuff. But in it, I'm also going to pack my knife. You don't need a big knife, but if you're flying, remember it can't be in your day pack. So pack it in your backpack. It'll go in my small pocket. My first aid kit, because it's handy to have it close. My buff, my sunblock and bug stuff. I'm actually going to put my toiletries because you never know if you need to brush your teeth or you need to, who knows. Feminine hygiene products because you never know again. I always put in my little kit all the small things that I wanted easy access to. Headlamp, flashlight, and I'll put my wide brim hat. My phone charger and charger will go in my day pack. So for me, this clips on top. Okay, that's my pack. So now we're going to do my day pack. So as I mentioned, there's a few things that are going to go in your day pack. They're giving us a 32-liter pack. This is my Sweden pack, which is probably around the same size. This one's nice because it had a rain cover that covers it. And I know that the one that we're getting has a rain cover as well. So in this, I'm going to put, if I'm not wearing it because it's July, my rain jacket. Again, we'll have a pretty nice Columbia jacket. I'll probably put all my paperwork for my youth, my sweater because I get cold, my ball cap if I want to trade it, the smaller pockets, my charger, my phone charger, badges. Badge trading is huge. People use different things to put their badges in. Some like clear plastic bags or big bags. I'll probably bring an extra plastic bag to hold stuff in, but I'll probably also, I like to keep badges in just a pencil case, and then that way I can see what's in there, but not everyone else always sees what's in there. And the ones that I want to not trade go in here. So I'm going to put my badges, because you might see people in the airport. You also might want to trade when we're in Washington with other Canadians. And I've got about 6 neckers in here. I'm going to be ordering some extra neckers. Neckers are hugely tradable. So the ones in here are all from Finland. I think I brought home about 5 of them. So there's 6 neckers that I got from Finland in here. That's going to go in my day pack. My big pack is not waterproof. This has a waterproof outside. This doesn't. So I actually have a waterproof cover for my big pack. And I'm going to keep it in my day pack. My sit mat is going in my day pack because I might be stuck somewhere and I don't have my big pack because I checked it in and I want to sit somewhere. And my 2, I might pack one of my water bottles, but I'm definitely bringing 2. If you are flying, don't fill them up. You can fill them out after you've done your customs check. And again, I may actually, in here, I debated bringing a hat and mitts because that's how cold I am even in the summer, but I haven't put it in. So this is my day pack. I still have room for my wallet. I have room for my passport. I have room for any paperwork, maybe a magazine, and that's my day pack. So now I'm going to put it on really quickly. And I'm going to show you what it looks. Oh, you know what? I was going to weigh it. Can you grab me, Alan, can you grab me the scale quickly over there? I don't know how many people have a little scale. We travel a lot, and I always worry about not having my weight within, especially with carry-ons and some of the less, the more restricted airlines. So bear with me. Takes a little bit of time, but it's well worth it. When we flew to PJ with kids as well as CJ, we weighed everyone's bag. So just, it's good to know how much pack weight you have. So 13.7 kilos, which is, I'm 30.3 pounds. So 30.3 pounds. That's manageable for me. Very manageable. I'll be okay. Again, when you're sizing up a pack, you want to make sure that most of your weight is on your hips. It's good to have, oh, and I didn't even do my side compression straps. It's good if you can have a backpack that has a chest clip, and the weight shouldn't be on your shoulders. The weight should be on your hips. So I can adjust my straps to tighten it. And when I'm hiking, my day pack is going to be in front. So this is what I look like. It's a very comfortable weight. Barely feels like I'm wearing anything. It's 30 pounds, which is not a lot. I know my kids, when we've done lightweight camps, they're packing food and gear and tents in their pack and they're hiking. And it's all manageable. Again, I only have a 55-liter pack, and it's great. So I discourage kind of those 80-liter monster packs unless you have really bulky things. It just means you're going to fill it up and you're going to be heavy. So this is a comfortable weight. I know that I can hike a good distance. I've done this before, and this is comfortable for me. Good. So tons of clothes for a 14-day excursion. And I'll probably pack like a few little snacks and stuff like that for, we're driving, so for a car ride and stuff. No suitcases, no hockey bags. You have to carry in. Remembering that we don't know exactly where we're being dropped off, considering what sub-camp we're at. The sub-camps are spread out. You could be walking. You could be walking, who knows, a kilometer or more. So you need to be prepared. And I really encourage all of our youth and our scouters to go and take your youth out on a pre-camp beforehand with the full amount. So even if you're going for a weekend, when we've gone, my group, to PJ and CJ, I make them pack for a week and they have to be able to carry it in and do more of a lightweight camp, because the reality is if they can't do it ahead of time, they need to be practicing it, and they need to get better at packing it if they're having a hard time getting their stuff. What you don't want to see are things dangling, you know, the kids that have their mess kits sloshing back and forth. That's not going to work. Oh, another option too, if you're flying, just in terms of protecting your straps, there are some options out there. And again, if you think you're going to be doing some traveling, there's different cover bags that you could purchase. You could tie everything up and it'll be safe for the airport. We've traveled a lot, so we've invested in packs and we've used them over and over again. This one is a neat one in that my pack fits inside it. This goes over the straps at the back. It can fully close, or I can roll it up, tuck it in, and it's my all-weather pack as well. Or you can get these Osprey ones where basically what you're getting is just a big duffel, and your pack fits inside the duffel, and then you're carrying it. It just protects the straps from any risk of the airport handler. And then you can take it off and then put it back in its packing case, and clip it onto your pack. So if you are flying, there's options, but we've flown multiple times with our youth. Not all of them have had covers, and we've just been really careful in terms of just making sure that we've secured all of the ties. They even gave us garbage bags once. I think even when we did Sweden, they gave us like white plastic bags.
Clear bags, yeah.
So, any questions then?
So just with respect to questions, if you could just put a note in the chat box and I'll call them out so that everybody doesn't just start going crazy with questions. We have about 2 minutes for questions before we go on to the next session. Any questions for Lucy? Great job, Lucy, by the way. That was awesome.
Awesome. Oh, thanks for packing. Awesome. You know what? We could. No questions?
There was a question for what is the link to the cot? It's in the chat box, so maybe you just want to respond to that, or
the length of the cot? I don't know.
A link.
Oh, the link.
Yeah. You have a cot somewhere? Did you like what is the model or whatever? I guess what they're looking for.
So I don't have a cot at the Jamboree.
What is the link to the cot? Oh, I don't to the video. It's okay. It's okay. It was something else.
There's
it's okay. We're good.
With cots, I don't know how big they are. I don't know how comfortable they are. That's why I'm bringing my Thermarest just in case.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Lucy.
Awesome. Okay,
great.
Here, Barry.
So I'm going to stop recording this, and well, I'm going to try and record this in chunks, everybody. So I missed the first couple of minutes of Lucy's presentation. I hit the wrong button. My apologies, but we'll get all the rest going. Doug, I'm just going to pause this. So